Want me to start?
I'll take us in. Let's do this. Last game of the day. We're down in Group 7 here, round 5. And this is NTR and Bonkey. NTR really needs the win here. They're coming in with Yamato, Kremlin, Moskva, Nevsky, Petropavlovsk, and 4 destroyers. Daring, Z-52, Shimakaze, and a Harugumo, a ship we've not seen much of today.
We haven't seen much of the Harugumo. Now, the Harugumo is not, I repeat, not legendary module. So it's not meant to be a smoke, what?
He's not. We'll talk more about him in a minute.
Yeah. Over on the Bonkey side, we got Preußen, which is our first time seeing that.
Ooh.
We've got Ohio, double Marseille. Double Moskva, also, Gearing, Marceau, and Ragnar.
All I can say to double Marseille is hon intensifies, Zaf.
So, I mean, the thing is, okay, Marseille, all the business is in the front.
Oh, yeah.
Moskva, you point the bow at the enemy like a claymore.
Yep.
So that's 4 ships that are basically meant to take up map positions and just
hold
point.
Them. And hold them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm going to be curious to see how this goes. Now, I want to go back to the Harugumo real briefly, because I saw NTR last weekend in the very, very first game we cast with Mini Hannibal. And the Harugumo had some of the best, like, his torpedoes changed that game for NTR. Like, absolutely wrecked the opposing team. And I no longer remember who it was.
Okay.
But, man, it was... Actually, I can go back and look. I can cheat. It was RBMK. His torpedoes absolutely changed that game. So we always think of Harugumo as a gunboat, and you should, but you can't discount those torpedoes because we've seen them used to good effect already.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yep. Gonna have a bit of an early clash over here at A. I think the Marceau's gonna beat the Z and the Harugumo there, but he's gonna be very, very alone, and the Z-52's got help.
Well, so the idea for here, as you can see, the Marceau Cheese Puffs is using his engine boost. Get in as quickly as possible and get out as quickly as possible.
He's going to be able to...
you can see that with Cheese Puffs already turning out here.
Yep, going to be able to do that. He's still got over 90 seconds left on this speed booster, but he is lit now. So it's a question of, are they going to take shots? Are they going to just let him have the cap and then push in to clean up after him?
Well... problem is they don't know who else is there. We know because we've got the all-seeing eye.
Fair point.
But
Harugumo has decided he's gonna pitch in, working off the back of the Z-59 spotting.
Meanwhile, Run for Your Life is doing just that in the middle of the cap and the daring. Picked up on Ragnar radar.
Ooh, taking some big hits there.
And Warden of the Flame does take a lot of hits. Yes.
Early shells going out here, 3 minutes in, and both teams already starting to give up HP. As
Nevsky taking a big hit there.
Yep, Merck's gearing over here, free to roam the sea cap. Going to be able to pick that up handily. We're seeing a very different approach to this map from the teams now than we saw in the last game, because the South Spawn team here, Zath, going very heavy to the east flank. We saw the exact opposite the previous game.
Yep. I got to say, I like that Aldo and the Z-52 went into A. I kind of wish that he would have stayed. He just... unfortunately moved out of it. But, you might as well be aggressive. Merc, like you mentioned, in the gearing, coming in now. Under radar from the Nevsky, but he's fine now.
C-Cap goes down first as Bonkey claims that. We're seeing Z versus Marceau now here over on the 1 line, but again, the Z has help and the Marceau is by himself. Aldo swaps to the AP. Harugumo HE coming in. Ouch.
Yeah. Wow. This, it feels like it should have gone better for NTR.
Yep, Cheese Puff's giving up a lot of HP, but so is Aldo now. But burning in under 5K.
It might be an Aldo.
Oh, there's radar. That's what it is. They've got the Delpha's Moskva radar is picking him off. That's what they're doing, and they've decided to focus the Z rather than the Harugumo.
Sure. Well, I mean, the Z is the more strategic piece, I suppose.
They're going to get him, too. I think it's only a matter of time. A shell or two will do it.
Here's the last salvo.
They get him.
Oh, they got him with the last salvo.
Just enough of a clip. It's all it takes. One shell.
Wow.
Run for Your Life's daring, coughing up more HP again as he's trying to pick up B. Actually, he is in range of the Ragnar radar, but Ragnar not putting it up just yet. Declining for the moment. A little surprised at this.
He's not in position to do anything with that radar. I mean, nobody can shoot. So it makes sense that he would hold. Now he's detected as he's shooting right now.
Yep, it's more he's detected because Petroruzu's Petro behind Run for Your Life has got him on radar, has got Warden lit up on radar. But as that radar goes down, which it has now, we'll see if Warden will back up and take the shots on the daring. They are going to give up B, though.
Right. Which they needed. NTR needed this after losing this F-52.
Yeah, they did. They needed that. They needed to get some positive points gain.
Warden is not going to radar. He probably figures that Derek is already leaving the area, so what's the point?
Have a look over on the 10 line, Zath. A bit of drama developing as Merc is pushing Hammer's Shimakaze hard with 2 Marseilles right on his heels.
We've done this so many times. I was already looking that way too when you mentioned it.
The Marseille reload boosters coming in. It looks like not as much damage as they wanted there. Hammer does a great job turning out of those salvos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like this play of the Marseilles just both pushing up the
There
side
we
here.
go. Yep, much bigger salvo on Hammer there as he finally goes dark. They put enough damage into Merc to push him back into the smoke.
I gotta say, it's really fun. Merc is one of my viewers, longtime viewers, so it's very fun to see him.
Merc's been doing competitive play on NA for, God, Zath, how long? Like forever, it feels. You see him all the time, tournament after tournament.
Mm-hmm. All right, so if I'm the Marseilles, you need to get Kamets Nevsky out. Like,
yes.
That's clearly going to be the focus here.
That's got to be the push here. Gooseneck's Hydro is up, so I know those torpedoes on his starboard side are lit for Skipper. There we go.
Uh-oh.
He's turning in now.
Look at Cavalry at A.
Oh,
he's going down very soon.
What's happening here? Why did you push him up here, I wonder?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. This feels bad.
This does feel
so
bad.
Many ways.
Well, and look at Delpha. Moskva's pushing up alongside him.
So that part I get, because if you're gonna push one ship, you should push the other with him.
Right.
It's unfortunate. Cavalry was lower on health to the point where.
Okay.
Ouch.
The only play that I think they have here, Zath, is to try and AP Calcado's Moskva and ram the Kremlin off the board.
That's right. Use the final torpedo. There goes the Nevsky we were talking about earlier.
Yep, they got him. Delpha's going to be able to pull this ram off. But it doesn't feel like a great trade for Bonkey, Zath.
So he tried for the hero play. He tried to kill public agents Haragumo. Not enough to make it happen.
No.
And so the result of this is, okay, well, A now basically belongs to NTR. It's just a matter of time.
Gooseneck turning into a Yamato salvo. This could be devastating.
Oh!
It's pretty solid. More AP coming in from the daring. Gooseneck is in trouble. His next heal is 25 seconds away. Will the Yamato shells arrive before then?
He's turning into the torpedoes.
He's turning into more torpedoes, but it doesn't matter.
Petropavlovsk.
Petro shells are going to take care of that, as in a moment, Bonkey will own both caps on the back of that Ragnar. Well, no. The Petro radar is going to push off Warden.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go back to that push by the Ohio's. I mean, so that's going to be crucial because now that side, they have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And the push up the 9-10 line with the double Marseille has now been blunted.
The surviving Marceau on the 2 line is Cheese Puffs. He basically has just run for a while.
Cheese Puffs is just there now to be a jerk. Like,
yeah.
Literally, all he's going to do is open up to get resets and to be a pain in the butt. That's it.
Bonkey has a lead, about 100 points here or so as we approach the halfway mark of the game. They're going to lose control of A. They can't stop it now. Warden is finally going to be able to pick up B because the Petropavlovsk radar is offline. He used it a few minutes ago, just a moment ago, to drive him off the cap. So in a moment, Bonkey's going to be sitting on 2 caps to 1. And with a 100-point lead, that lead will start to grow a bit.
Right.
They do have a health advantage still.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe...
How do you use that, though?
It's a good question. I was going to say, the only play I guess the Ohio loss is a bit of a head-scratcher. And it feels like Gooseneck's Marseille push was maybe a little too far. Like, once you killed the Nevsky, you did what that push needed to do. He was dead.
Yeah.
You're good. Like you can pull out of there now, right?
I do like the Preußen push here. I feel
I
like
do.
it's too
Yes.
late, but it's about time.
I'm inclined to agree, but I love it because they're going to push up and let the secondaries push this
Mhm.
Petro out of position, and then you're going to have him here in the middle of the board, able to guard B now that you own it. And I like this play a
That's
lot.
right. That's right. You've got the Moskva Stalker in position too, bow pointed towards the enemy. Skipper, but better in the Marseille, needs to find a place to be that doesn't get owned by Yamato.
Or Shimakaze torpedoes, which are still chasing him from astern.
Oh, big Yamato shell coming in from the butt, and you're absolutely correct. That too. Now, most of those were detected by Merc just now. So,
There we go. They do finally
Yep, there
bag
we
the
go.
Petro. Up a ship and up a cap now. 200 and change points lead as the Conga line torpedoes come in for the Moskva, but he's pulled back. He is close. He is good. Public agent getting shelled now. Look at that.
well, I mean, so he's trying to use the islands, but the problem is Warden of the Flame is right there to
Yep.
detect him. when
Warden
he's
is
shooting.
ready. Warden is ready to put him out of the game. Backed up by
He's
his
gonna do it
Marceau
right
buddy.
here.
He's going to do it right here, and there it is. Another big kill for Bonkey there. They're in the driver's seat now with 9 minutes to play.
Yeah, Bonkey coming back and saying, you can take some early hits on us, but we're gonna find a way back in this game.
They've definitely done it. On Zath, I can't believe about to utter these words. On the back of this Poison position in the middle of the board.
I know. I'm,
What is
when you're
what is
saying this, I'm
what is
looking at it
happening?
right now.
What is
What is
happening?
happening? What is happening is these guys are using the Preußen in a way that nobody else thought of.
Yeah. Now watch the Yamato position coming down the 7 line. He's coming in
Oh,
here
yeah.
trying to get that broadside angle on metal, but he's not going to.
It's not gonna happen.
No, he's not. It's not going to
But
happen.
look at the discipline though by Moto. He's not even going for the bait. He's not even changing his turrets. to
Not
look at
even-
the Yamato.
He's focused on the thing he needs to kill, which at the moment is Calicato's Moskva.
Which is going to be tough because he's pointed about in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, what's Mil Mortis going to do? How is he going to take this Yamato and leverage anything out of this? I don't know.
It's a good question. I mean,
He's
they're
not
going to be
even looking at Stalker.
No, they're going to be able to push Stalker out of position, because if I'm Stalker, I am running out of there at full speed. I want no part of a Yamato 3 kilometers away from me.
He's doing exactly that, but he and Modal just touched tips.
Yeah,
so-
Modal's actually going to ground himself here.
Right. Okay, well. Artificial reef time. I don't know.
Maybe. Now, Hammer's Shimakaze was lit very
Oh.
briefly over on the 10 line as Merc is
Yes.
continuing to chase him. Here comes a gunfight.
And Merc is using legendary mods, so the two detect each other at the same time.
Marseille shells come
Hammer
in.
goes down.
Bam, big kill.
That's
Solid
huge.
kill. Solid kill for Bonkey.
Yeah. Good teamwork over there.
Yep. Things are starting to get away from NTR here.
Which is crazy to think about because at the beginning of the match, Bonkey basically just gave them their Ohio.
Yeah, I just kind of gift wrapped it and said, "Here, take our battleship. We don't need it." Because it's one thing if you had pushed the Ohio up and gotten a kill out of it or something, but they didn't. He just got
No.
focus fired and dead. You know what I want to know, Zath?
Craziness.
I want to know how much secondary damage this Poison has at the end of this battle. I mean, in competitive play, they've taken literally what appears to be a secondary build German battleship
Oh.
and done exactly the right thing with it. Stalkers.
Look at Run for Your Life. Torpedo hitting Stalker. Not
Yep.
enough, though.
Yep. Moskva still has plenty of radar. I guess presumably they needed to get the first Moskva out. Now he's going to be able to turn and go hunt Run for Your Life down.
Merc's got torpedoes coming on Mil Mortis as Yamato.
Doesn't matter. The game's over in seconds. We're at 996.
You're right.
Bonkey's going to claim the last game of the day here. A solid win for them. That's going to leave NTR at 2-3 and possibly eliminated. We just don't know.
We don't know.
Have to wait for the tiebreakers to come in.
What a game.
Nice comeback from Bonkey. I'm with you. When I saw the Ohio go down, I was like, what are they doing exactly? But it worked out. Damned if it didn't work out, you know?
Yep.